Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we'll talk about the robotics program in Omar Science Center. And these are the topics we're talking about. How important it is in the second topic. And the program we had started with the Omar Science Center. Then our network partnership, partnership with the Institute, and how the evaluation would be, and then first, everybody knows about intelligence. This intelligence is brilliant. We all know ChatGPT. Robotics and the systems are the very near future. The self-driving cars are being deployed. The Boston Robotics dog and humanoid are already starting to be in function. And the very near future is global. So it's an opportunity for us to benefit right now. Otherwise, we behind. Robotics is an interdisciplinary science. It includes several things: electricity and circuit connections, electronics, software programming, mechanics and hardware, with more details, electricity and batteries, AC and AC, relation between voltage, AC, electronics. The students need to learn about resistors, must not be able to do some software repairing. How to read input, verification, steering the wheels, increase current, lift something. Mechanics we need to know about levers, pistons, gears, skills, etc. And of course, you have the theoretical basis as we will study science and history. In our center, we had a rather young experience. We started with this program in July, and we started building several cars, and some dogs. And our objectives for the program are four objectives: being hands-on, so depend mainly on working with the hands-on theoretical knowledge, but with introducing solid scientific basis. Why is this behaving like that? And allow the kids to innovate what, and of course, so tomorrow guys, we will people. We aim to create robotic cars, like robots, like obstacle avoiding cars. And when you ask why are these important, because they are components of self-driving car, which is the currently state art in course not always only stuff. I think we introduce that there are some image processing stuff which will solve a little bit on later, but not in the very soon. Okay, our original plan was to teach the robotics in the same sequence I mentioned first. Okay, is the voice clear now? Is the voice clear? Is my voice clear in the Zoom? Aria, echo, and what now? Okay. Is there is there is there still echo now? الصوت غير واضح. طيب آه. طيب محمد. Yeah. Okay, do you hear me now? Is my voice clear now? I should be able to be, I should be audible better. Do you hear me? 1, 2, 3. Do you hear me? لا ما انا كده دلوقتي انا عامل ايه دلوقتي؟ المفروض دلوقتي يكون صوتي مسموع. كده اخوان. سعيد صوتي كويس؟ سعيد. طيب طيب الاوريجينال بلان was that we will teach robotics according to the same order we talked about interdisciplinary science. Electricity and circuits, so that will enable us to do the first car. Electronics will enable second car. Software programming will add third car and some blocks. And then mechanics, which will enable us to do any other projects we might need. And I would like to show a sample of the program output where the students have what it is have done already. This is what is he? Yeah, this is Noor's assignment, first assignment in the software. And this was for his brother Salah Eddin. They in this class we taught how we can teach the how we can make the robot or object in general move in a closed object, closed polygon of arbitrary number of size. This can be applied in real life as moving a car around heat or something like that. Okay, this is the light tracking car, following light. There's right and left. Okay. Then we had some challenges and lessons on it, which lead us to some dilemma modification. First challenge was that we found that having mixed ages in the same class will be a burden on younger students and will hinder older students. So we are planning to assign kids to different levels according to different ages and understanding and study experience. Second is that preparing the materials consumes a lot of time from the instructor. So we searched for already pre-prepared material to use directly instead of reinventing the wheel. Third is lack of pre-trained supervisors. So we called for volunteers. We're still calling for volunteers all the time to ensure sustainability. And this can be fixed by having pre-prepared material, as we said, that will compensate the lack of knowledge. In changes of plan, the electricity and electronics are a challenge for young children, so we moved them down from the beginning here to the end of the cycle. We deferred them, and we started with mechanics as soon as possible. Software better to be combined with hardware so that it will not be something theoretical. We said we wanted to be hands-on. So we started search for combining the kits which has both software and mechanical parts. Arduino is one option, but it's mainly software, and it needs some learning curve for the kids to learn. VIX, robotics, and Lego education are some other options. Also, we notice that making competitions or entering competitions will create motivation for kids and let them showcase their achievements. Also, another friend of mine introduced me to Economy Institute of Technology. Dr. Said is attending the Zoom presentation now. So now we have Arduino, VIX, Lego education, and Edcon. So what we do? Where shall we go? We have VIX first, Arduino, Edcon. Okay, so let's introduce each of them separately. First, let's start with first. First is a world leading youth-serving nonprofit organization for advancing STEM education, and it introduces STEM to children. STEM, of course, we know it stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It introduces STEM to children through fun, exciting, hands-on learning, and they organize real-world problem-solving robotic program. Participants will make use of that through the guided global robotics program in first. Okay, this is the roadmap of first programs, and this is important. Please focus here with me. Give some attention here. First provides 3 programs: the first Lego League, the first Tech Challenge, and the first robotics competition. The first Lego League itself is further divided into 3 subdivisions. First Lego League for brevity, I will say FLL. FLL, discover, and FLL explore, and FLL challenge. Discover is from pre-K to level 1 only. Explore is the next level, from level 2 to level 4, primary school. FLL challenge from level 4 to the end of middle school. And then first tech challenge starts from level 7, which is second year of middle school, till the end of high school. And the first robotics competition, this is the top, the ultimate diamond in the crown of first program. This is only for high school. And we will discuss each one of them right now. Okay, in more details right now. Here is I keep the roadmap at the top right corner so that you don't feel lost. Okay. FLL introduces them to children aged 4 to 16. This is the fourth all FLL. FLL Discover is about hands-on activities in the classroom and at home. It uses Lego bricks. Lego, as we know, have evolved over almost 100 years, and they have several sets of bricks or parts. So this is what is used in FLL Discover for pre-K and level 1 primary school only. Then comes the FLL Explore for age 6 to 10. The students here learn engineering fundamentals in real-world problems, and they learn to design and code to reach up into finding unique solutions of real-world problems. This is done using Lego bricks powered by Lego Education Robot. Next is FLL Challenge. In FLL Challenge, we have teams of up to 10 children. They provide the material that is to be presented in over 12 sessions. Teams engage in research, problem solving, coding, and engineering, building, and programming a Lego robot. So it's the start of real world working with robots. You research a problem, learn problem solving, coding, engineering, building and programming a Lego robot. And the robot navigates the mission of a robot game. The game is done in alliance format, and it goes up to World Championship. That's about the robot. Second is that the kids participate in a research project to identify and solve a real-world problem. This is quite similar to the final year projects that the students do in primary or middle school. They study some topic and come up with innovative real-world solution, some real-world problem, and come up with innovative solution for that problem. And the evaluation is based on all of them. I will come to that later in another slide at the end. Okay, this is based only mainly on only on Lego Education Spike Prime or Lego Mindstorm robot set. So these are the sets used in this Lego. That was for the FLL first Lego. Second, before we go first, this is how Lego robot looks like. It's not that easy, but it's not that complicated. It is actually complicated, but it's not that it doesn't have to be elegant and looks nice as the kids do in their daily work. Because what we really care here is about the performance. If I want to do something that like a robot that moves fast, then I need to get rid of heavy things. These are
principles which we will learn throughout the course. Okay, next stage is first tech challenge. This is for stages from level 7 to the end of high school. In this level, the teams are up to 15 members, not only 10 like FLR challenge. 15 members, they design, build, program, and operate robots. And this is done in a head-to-head challenge in an alliance format. So let's say our team make an alliance with a Taqwa mosque team, and they participate together to compete against two other teams in making another alliance. And the competition goes up. Okay. Each season, concludes with a regional championship and first world championship. The robot kit is reusable for next year, and the coding here is done over several levels of Java-based programming. Participants here are eligible to apply for $8 million plus in college scholarships. This is a good, really good opportunity. So if your kids are planning to go to college, it will be a nice, it will be a good investment to let them learn, participate in first competitions. Then they get scholarship for the university. The highest level is first robotics competition, FRC. And this is the ultimate sport of mind. Only for high school students, they call it the hardest fun you'll ever have. And in this level, the students build real world size robotics, like the robots which operate Amazon, something like this big size. Under strict conditions, strict rules, limited time and resources, the teams raise funds, design a brand, hone teamwork skills, build a robot and program it of an industrial size, and they play a difficult field game against other teams. Okay. Here we have also the season ends with first championship worldwide. Two other useful advantages of first are there are grants which teams can apply for, and scholarships for the students. I talked about scholarships already, and these are the next available grants and scholarships happening open soon, open currently. Okay, we talked about first. VIX is a competitor similar organization. Actually, it was part of VIX, and they split out. The roadmap is quite similar to that of VIX. From K to level 2 is VIX 1 to 3. From level 3 to the end of primary school is VIX Pro. And from and for the middle school, we have VIX IQ. For VIX high school, we have VIX EXP and VIX 5 and VIX 5 WorkSafe. Okay, let me. I will not go much in details in VIX, but I want to show you some 3 nice videos. The first one will show you how useful, how mechanically efficient robotics learning is, even using these words. Listen. Those in the Zoom, can you see the? Can you hear the? Can we hear the video in Zoom? Can you hear the video? Oh, okay, I will not go in much details here, but here is guy explaining how you can use the motors efficiently. So you can, uh, if you have if you have two operations, you can use one motor to do them. If you turn in one direction, it will operate for one process, and if you go the other direction, the other process will be done. It goes this direction, but not the other one. It goes one direction, but not the other. But it goes the other direction. It's, what the little? What is speaking? Next one. This is the team from Kazakhstan. This is another team from Kazakhstan. They are doing a rehearsal for the competition. In the competition, there are two kids. Two kids participating in steering robots for only 1 minute. They have 1 minute to collect the targets and put them in the in the bin. And we see here the timer is on. Every one of the two kids will work for will operate for half a minute, 30 seconds, 35, 34, 33, 32, 30. Plus the other one. So the kids here, they designed, developed, and operated the robots themselves. 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Next level is automatic motion of the robot using vision and image processing. It's about now. Okay. Third is talking about is ITCON. ITCON is non-profit organization. ITCON Institute of Technology. Non-profit organization aims at spreading robotics in Islamic centers. They only their vision is working with Islamic centers to create a generation of STEM masters. It's founded by Dr. Muhammad Abeda. He's a research scientist at Sandia Lab. It's the lab which made fusion, the first fusion worldwide just this year. And the teams are called the Marvels. It's a network of award-winning teams with great experience in programming, building, 3D modeling, and marketing robots. In the last season only, in 2022-2023, they had 3 first robotics competition awards, 9 first competition awards, 56 first tech challenge awards, and 9 first league awards in 1 year. Here is a small video about ITCON, but this needs words, it needs sounds. لا انت اسمك صوت مش كلمة الصوت انا عامل.
وخارج امريكا كمان. احد الحاجات اللي الواحد كان بيلاحظ اسمي محمد عبيده. انا ريسيرش ساينتست at Sandia National Labs. انا عندي دكتوراه في هندسه طيران وماجستير في الابلايد ماثيماتكس. واللي احنا بنعمله دلوقتي ان احنا بنحاول نستعيد الدور النهضوي للمساجد في امريكا وخارج امريكا كمان. احد الحاجات اللي الواحد كان بيلاحظها لما كنا بنقرا السيره بتاعت الصحابه رضوان الله عليهم ان المسجد كان المكان اللي اولادهم بيتعلموا فيه كل شؤون الدنيا، فكانوا بيتعلموا الدين يطبقوه مباشره على امورهم الحياتيه. للاسف الشديد الحكايه دي احنا فقدناها دلوقتي. المسجد بقى دوره في الغالب هو الصلوات او الريتشوالز ان جنرال، وابتدى يبقى في انفصال ما بين اللي احنا بنتلقاه من الدين الاسلامي او اللي اولادنا بيتلقوه من الدين الاسلامي واللي هم محتاجينه عشان يطبقوه وينجحوا في حياتهم العمليه. فعشان نواجه المشاكل اللي بتترتب على الحكايه دي ونحافظ على هويه الولاد وارتباطهم بدينهم الاسلامي، الحمد لله انشانا برنامج روبوتكس ده. كانت البدايه من نيو مكسيكو. كانت الفكره ان احنا بنجمع الولاد جوه المساجد وبنقنع اهاليهم من ذوي الخبرات ان هم ينضموا للبرنامج ويتبادلوا خبراتهم مع الابناء من سن صغير. والحمد لله نقلنا في الفترة الأخيرة لدالاس. أنا بقالي هنا نقلت لدالاس بقالي أكثر من سنة. الحمد لله استطعنا إن إحنا نجمع مجموعة من المخلصين ذوي الخبرات اللي آمنوا بالفكرة وابتدوا يمرنوا الولاد اللي أنتم شايفينهم حوالينا هنا يومين في الأسبوع، يوم السبت ويوم الأحد. بقينا بنعلمهم شتى المواضيع التكنولوجيا النهارده بتحتاجها، من برمجه، من نمذجه رقميه او 3 دي موديلنج، من اي ذكاء اصطناعي وايمج بروسيسنج. والمواضيع دي الحمد لله الولاد ابتدوا يحرزوا فيها تقدم في لمستوى كبير جدا من سن صغير. وده الحمد لله ابتدت الناس توضح لها اكتر واكتر الاهميه بتاعت ان احنا نعلم ولادنا التكنولوجيا جوه المساجد، واكتر الاهميه بتاعت ان احنا نعلم ولادنا التكنولوجيا جوه المساجد.
Every field, every technology-based field that you can do right now is involved in for the foreseeable future. So it's not just right now they will need these skills. These are skills that if they were old enough, they could use it today. And there is no way that these skills aren't relevant in 10 and 15 years from now. So they're definitely foundational, basic skills that everybody should be involved.
Well, it's cutting edge technology, right? So if you look at students working with robotic clubs throughout the nation here, the expectation is really high. So industry will need you, the big companies will need you. A few days ago, Marvels of Mass attended reach out with a surgeon that's using robotics in surgery. So it's a new, you feel a lot of things to do, and you will be, students feel this is the right way. If I'm interested in the STEM, the robotic is the right way to go. Not only pure basic science, it's applicable science. A lot of fun are there.
Okay, that was about the options, tricks, or ways, tricks, first, con, etc. So, what are we going to do? Inshallah. First is that we already started the communication and are in the finalizing process of joining Marvel's network. There are currently 12 Marvels worldwide. Of course, most of them are in America. And in the Arab world, only in Egypt. But it's evolving. Inshallah. Okay. So here we will be joining the network, inshallah. And we will be participating in first EdCon. I talked to Dr. Abeda, and he convinced me why we should go for first robotics. These were the points which he explained to me. Yes, although the components of robotics look more professional and more mechanical, efficient, and elegant, robotic, ready, etc. However, first is non-profit, while VIX is for-profit. First, competitions are harder, which gives more experience to the students. And universities and multinational corporates support first more, which will give the students more opportunities to be exposed, maybe to be hired in a good MNC. And finally, that first spread the programs through the use themselves, which is this is aligned with our vision. Okay, so what's going to be our initial focus? We will focus on, based on the current age distribution, we will focus on first Lego League FLL challenge, which spans from level 4, grade 4, to end of middle school in grade 8. So these are the grades where anybody can participate in FLL challenge and be recognized, formally recognized. Of course, if you want to be there informally, okay, fine. But provided that you don't interfere with the flow of the competition. What is there in the competition? The evaluation is based on 4 components. Every component has 25% of the total mark. A robot game and innovation project, robot design, and core values. Robot game is how your robot will participate, will perform in the competition and collect points. This is understood. Robot design is how did you design the robot and how did you make any changes to the design you start with first, so that you get the maximum performance and maximum stability, etc., etc., etc. The core values and innovation project. The innovation project I said about it earlier. It's a project like the one which we do in the kids do in the school to solve a real world problem. On the competition day, the team will be evaluated based on this and based on 2 events: the robot field game. The robot will have 3 opportunities to attempt to demonstrate the robot performance, and the highest score will be counted. And a presentation. The presentation will count for the remaining 3 components. So it's 75% of the mark, big portion of the mark. Of course, in front of panel of judges. We talked about the design, the real world project, and the core values. Core values here are referring to these 6 values: the teamwork, the inclusion, impact, fun, discovery, and innovation. So the kids will not learn only how to build robots, but also how to build teams, how to be inclusive to everyone else, and how to have the work have impact on the real world. And these 6 core values will be also evaluated in the presentation the kids will give. This is a timeline of the season. So team registration started already in May and will continue until September. We are in September. During the team registration and coinciding with it, the season launched already in August. It started already, and from September to March, the teams build the program and the robots and do the research. From November to March, the last part is the local and regional tournaments, and from April to July is the World Championship. So if we start today, we have September only for registration, and until March to do the robot and our research. We have to start very soon. Okay. What is the challenge? How the team is composed? 2 to 10, as we said earlier, in the grades 4 to 8. And a coach is allowed to coach multiple teams, but not each team must have at least 2 other coaches. And you can participate as individual team or class pack. As long as Omar Islamic Center is not school, at least yet, so we can participate only as individual teams. This is the cost breakdown of the whole registration and the whole cost. So 250 registration per season. So this is to be paid annually, $250. 95 is for the game, the challenge set, which includes a robot game table. For the team, yes, the numbers are for the team, not for not per student. The team registration, the team season challenge is includes the table mat, the mission Lego cards, the game rule book. So okay, you get marks when you do so and so. So when you do what you do so and so, you lose marks. You do so and so, you get higher marks, etc. And the engineering notebook. The main bulk actually here comes next, which is Lego Education Pipeline. This is 533 US dollars, but this is to be bought only once, because when you buy today, this year, you can use it this year, next year, until some change, some major change occurs. Okay, and if you want, there is optional cost, $50 for 10 additional engineering books if all the students need to have the engineering books in hands. So the total without the optional notebooks is 878 before shipping and taxes. And the sense that Omar Islamic Center is exempted from taxes, so it's only the shipping cost, which is something like $50 or less. This is the cost for season of 2023-2024. Before we go next, I'll show you a real team preparing for the first Lego League challenge. The time is on. 1 minute 40 seconds. Uh, I hope it's clear now. And inshallah, see you in championship, Austin, Texas, April 14, 17 to 20. 2024. We can do it, inshallah. Can you then 2 to 10? If it's more than 10 people, we can make 2 teams. And this in this case, they are able to make alliance. They can be working as an alliance. Currently, the class is 11, but the 11 includes Nura in high school, and include Abdurrahman, someone else before leaving. Abdurrahman, which year are you? Which grade are you? Fourth? Then he's in. Nur انت في سنة كام؟ So sorry to interrupt. So except for Salah Din Bidira, Salah Din Abid, and Nura, the rest are within the target range. Which year are you in? Which grade are you? Yes. Grade 4 to 8. Yes, 4 to 8. Right. Salah Bidira. So he can catch this year. Yeah, fine. So only Salah Hamid is. I don't know. No, I know. You know. They're all good, right? That's fine. That's great. Yes. Yeah. 7 and 8 are fine. So I was counting based on the age, and you know that the age made. She can be there. Yes. She can participate. Yes, definitely. Maybe Nora can. Let's check whether she can be volunteering. That would be even a good experience for her and for CV. We can make an exception for her. She can be there, but especially she can help during the competition. But she can participate, right? Yes. So, but whoever is going to be there, especially for the competition, can you use the microphone? But the rest of the people are not able to hear you. I can. It's okay. I can.
So what I was saying is that the team has to be 10 people, up to 10 people.
Yes.
Right? It cannot exceed 10 people.
Yes.
Yes. And the age is 48. So all the students that you have now are within that age, except for one. And we said that we either get an exception for her, or she can be there unofficially, and during the competition. She can be there in every lesson, in everything. She can participate in everything, but she cannot be there during the competition or she can be presented as a volunteer during the competition. That's
I guess so.
yeah,
I guess so.
okay, very good. So I think we're good. I mean, like, based on what you said, we have 11 people, so that is the maximum, unless you want to
Strength.
expand, and at that point you have to do two teams, right? So I think my opinion is stick with what you have for now, and run with it, and inshallah focus on it. It's all we focus on is quality, not quantity in the beginning, just to get an idea of how the program runs, and we get more experience, and then starting next year, inshallah, and after the competition, then I think in starting the new registration in May, we should probably you could probably do two teams. So this team will move up, and then you can do another team within the same, with the same level that you have this year. Or the more people will know about it, and I think you will have more students, and especially at that time, inshallah, you have more facilities, within the masjid, inshallah, so that you can, you have more classrooms and places to work with the kids. Exactly.
Guys, are you raising your hand or you want to switch or stretching? Go ahead. Okay. Please speak up. Yes, definitely. We'll have to sign up. We'll do it very soon, inshallah.
Okay. Good. Abdul Rahman, we'll take care of that. Brother Amr, one thing is that we have not done the registration with the family, right? So we still need to do the registration with the family, or we have completed the registration.
First,
Yes.
I've not yet.
That's it. Okay. And so the registration will
I should
close
do
in September, right? So
Yeah, I started the process, but I didn't complete it yet.
Okay. So
Maybe I do it today.
Okay. Okay. So, and what do you need anything from the masjid to complete the registration?
There were some details, but anyway, I will
Okay, please let me know, inshallah, whatever you need.
before let me. It's already 7 now. Maybe you can do it by Aisha or
Okay, inshallah.
no start.
And the funding, are you okay with the funding? We're gonna need more funding for the project.
For the registration, we need the 250 only,
Okay,
and then we will need to buy
we have
to pay for
distribute whatever the amount. So the registration, inshallah, the masjid will take care of the registration. But the other things that the children are going to work with, right? So that should be distributed on all the children. So each one of the children will have to pay their share of the total. Correct? So yeah, break that down so the masjid can take care of the registration, inshallah, and then the rest you guys we can distribute it among all the students, inshallah. Yes, we are.
Inshallah, I'll do it as soon as possible, either today or maximum tomorrow morning. We need to go further very soon. I will do. Rest assured. Oh, by the way, we need to choose a name. We need to choose the name of the team. It should start with Marvels of maybe Marvels of Omar, Marvels of OICCD, or Marvels of Connecticut, Marvels of Middletown,
Marvels of OIC.
Okay.
Marvels of Omar.
Okay. Does anybody of the attendants have any questions? I'm now asking the Zoom attendants. راجع علي ماضي سيد نفيسة. No questions, or you don't hear us? Okay, I think that concludes the meeting, the presentation, and inshallah, we hope to be accept, inshallah. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He accepts our deed and we count Him in our plans. Stop sharing, stop the recording.